Jackson Radio Show.
No rules that make a kid have to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. There's no rules to make kids do anything these days. You can do what you want. You could be a 5-year-old and smoke reefer in a school. I bet you they would say no. They would probably give the kid call his parents up and say, listen, it's probably not a good idea for them to start this early, but hey, you got some? Smells pretty good. I know it sounds far-fetched. There is nothing that surprises me about the left when it comes to no rules, laissez-faire, do what you want as long as it fits the leftist narrative. Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's a Kevin Jackson Show. A teacher got arrested for making a kid stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. School district spokesperson says there's no rule that requires a kid to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. So let me just put it this way. The district doesn't support its employee. An employee says, look, this is the way I handle my class. No, that's a district rule. It doesn't work like this. You remember going from class to class and he would say, boy, Mr. Lifesty, he don't play. You don't mess around in his class, but you could go to Mrs. Gubert's class and she was like a little easier going. That's the way it was. Some places, you got a little more discipline. Others, you got less discipline. That was what. Now it's got to be uniform. Well, if it's got to be uniform, let me ask you this. What about uniform learning? Does every kid learn the same? Is every school the same? Are we all getting the same thing out? Is it a franchise? Do we really have a franchise in education in America? I'm just curious. Glad you guys are listening to the Kevin Jackson Show. Whew, we are dishing it out today. 844-551-8255 if you want to call the show. KJRadio.com if you want to contact us otherwise. If leftists had their way, folks, they would drop Old Glory. That's America's flag for you leftists listening to the program and don't know what I'm referencing. You would drop it. You would say, why does America even bother to have a flag? I don't understand. Why do we even have a national anthem? It seems so crazy, so stupid. And why do they do it before all the big sporting events? And why is it that it's played on, when you sit in the Olympics, they play it up there? I don't understand. Can't they just give them their trophies or give them their medals? Yeah, why do we? Why do we have a national anthem that gets played when the Olympics occurs? Why do we have a national anthem that gets played before we do a sporting event? And for the record, every other country does it. Why do we have it? Why is it that we have a flag? I want the leftists to answer this question. Why do we have a flag? Does the flag denote anything? Is it just to say, oh, that's the United States and that's their flag? Was there any thought process does it go into anybody's flags? Because they're all different. Some of them are boring. Japan's got a big, just a thing in the middle, a big rising sun, the big red dot. Korea's got the red dot with some symbols around it. On the corner and so on and so forth. No, China's got the red one too, right? I don't know. Here's my point. There's some symbolism behind all of it. And every country has one. If you want to disrespect America's, why is it that every country has a flag and that flag is respected? And in some cases, if you disrespect that flag, they will kill you. Now, I never hear anybody talking about this. Can you imagine in North Korea, if you disrespected the North Korean flag, if you did not, stand for the anthem, if somebody saw you not standing for the anthem in North Korea, now, oh, Kevin, there you go. You're trying to make America North Korea. No, I'm just giving you some food for thought. What if? Do you think Kim Jong-un cares? Do you think China cares? Do you think Cuba cares? The Castro brothers and all these other countries. Do you believe that British people care about their flag? I'm not talking about the invaders. I'm talking about the indigenous people. Do you think they care about their flag? Do you think they care about what it means? Do you think they care about the British national anthem? The Canadian national anthem, eh? You think they care? The Canucks? You think they take any pride in their country? Why is it that when we ask Americans to respect the national anthem and to respect the flag, we got to hear, well, what's all this about? God forbid we talk about American spirit or America first. Thanks to people like Colin Kaepernick, folks, the decline of patriotism is evident. It is palpable. You can see it. The country faced fierce division when Kaepernick took a knee. There should have been no division in the country when a dude takes a knee during the national anthem. I mean, am I just being unreasonable here? Oh, Kevin, he was protesting the oppression of black people. If Colin Kaepernick were protesting the oppression of black people in Africa, in countries in Africa, I could see it. The oppression of black people in America is ridiculous. It's nonsense. Leftists call him a hero for boycotting the NFL. He's a hero because he takes a knee in boycott of the job that he's paid. What does that have to do with his job? Look, I'm not trying to litigate Colin Kaepernick. He's been found guilty, and so is the NFL, and he's paying the penalty right now. Trying to make sense of nonsense is what the left does. Oh, I see the symbolism of him taking a knee. I understand it. What do you understand? You bonehead leftists that are out there, man, talking about open borders and gun control. You are gun control nuts. You are gun control freaks. And I'm going to tell you something. If I had my way, I'm just going to put it out there. I would like to see every one of you get the crap beat out of you every time you talk about nonsense like this. I'd love for you to have to live with illegals, and I would love to just watch how they take over your property at the end. I would love to have you have a gun-free society that you want and the consequences of it. And the only reason why there's a part of me that backs away from those statements is I never wish anything bad on anybody. But see, you think it's good. These leftists think it's good. We should let the illegals in. It's Kevin, what's the worst that could happen? I don't know. Maybe you get killed, get your head cut off, your daughter gets, sold into sex slavery. I don't know. I'm just putting some stuff out there. What's the worst that could happen when you let the country degrade into anarchy by pretending that black people are getting oppressed? Look, I'm a black man. If I see that if the oppression of police or oppression that people want to claim is out there, I would be the first one. Just ask yourself, you know me, audience. What do you think I would do if I saw that oppression? I don't care about, is it a Republican, is it a Democrat, whatever. If I see oppression by police, I'm doing a movie about police, bleedingbluemovie.com. Go check it out. And if they were oppressing blacks to the way that they were, do you think I'm stupid enough to do a movie to support them? It's ridiculous. But we got to deal with these clowns. These leftists. Abraham Lincoln wrote, If ever I feel the soul within me elevate and expand to those dimensions not entirely unworthy of its almighty architect, it is when I contemplate the cause of my country. Martin Luther King sang the national anthem before his I Have a Dream speech, then quoted the Declaration of Independence within it. This American creed gave people a sense of purpose, a high ideal to live up to. It bonded us together, whatever your identity. You could be American, Jewish, Irish, African, whatever. Whatever your story was, you came together because of America and because of those powerful words written. We didn't dissect who wrote them and what was the motivation. But now, this is what we talk about. Over the years, America's civic religion was nurtured the way all religions are nurtured, by sharing moments of reverence. It didn't matter whether you were Jewish, you were a Christian, you even a Muslim, or whatever your religious thing. Whatever it was, America took the best of it and brought it together. The American Muslim is the best Muslim in the world, I promise you. Not the ones let in by Barack Obama. The ones who were here, like Dr. Judy Zasser. Those people came here with the idea of just living their religion, living their lives in a peaceful way. It does happen, believe it or not. So what happened? Obama happened. Obama's attack on America. 8 years. America allowed an enemy to hold the highest seat. Obama played into this anti-American narrative, gleefully apologizing for America's greatness. The left said this guy had sermon-like eloquence, but his actions as president spoke louder than any of his words. Obama institutionalizes hate. Academia teaches hate and despair. School system that carries to this day burdens of the Obama era policies. And here's what the New York Times pointed out. Since Barack Obama pressured educators to adopt a new code of conduct, making it harder to suspend or expel students of color, even kids who punch out their teachers aren't automatically kicked out of school anymore. Previously, if you hit a teacher, you're gone, said Peter Kizernoff, a black conservative on the U.S. Commission of Civil Rights. But it's not the case anymore, thanks to race-based discipline quota sweeping the nation's schools. So put it in perspective. A student could assault a teacher, it's okay. But if a teacher wants a little bit of respect, stand for the flag, that teacher can go to jail. I talked about this earlier in the broadcast. Every day started with a prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance when I was a kid. Maybe we should go back to that. What do you think? Maybe we'd have fewer school shootings.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177, or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.